$500 billion. $500 billion is the projected size of the digital content market in 2022. It's gotta be a creator.
just rehearsing here, and I'll help you. Yeah, we have mics. We have an A2. Straight ahead. Right here? Yep. Okay. Stand at an angle. So, right here? Plug in. I've got an IFB, don't worry about it. You don't need one. Like this, yeah. I don't know, do we have... I've got my own. Okay. I just need to know where to plug in. Okay. He doesn't need an IFB. He doesn't need it. Okay. More the tracking. However you feel. There's no right or wrong answer here. Thank you.
I mean, like, oh yeah, go.
I'm hearing nothing. I know this works because I wore it last night.
Right. You should be hearing it.
Nothing.
Hey, Strat, if you can hear us, can you interrupt?
Nothing. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
What'd I do with this?
Clip that on the back of your...
Oh,
actually,
he doesn't need it.
you don't need that.
I don't need it?
Just-
Okay.
You know what? It's still for his mic, so if you can just clip it on the back of his belt.
You guys help me out real quick? Thank you, bro.
Sure. You want to keep the mic about here. You don't want to eat it like
here?
a singer. About here. Yeah.
Right here? Okay. So right here?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Looking dapper. We're looking good.
How you doing, my friend?
Yes, sir.
So it's the opening VO to the interstitial to the exterior, and then to the full page, then to the on-cam, correct?
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 33, live Friday, November 18th. In the main event, it's the Mexicutioner versus the Assassin, as former BKFC World Champion Joey Beltran clashes with a warrior looking for his next knockout, the undefeated Houston Alexander. In the co-main event, the unbeaten Sean P-Town Wilson knuckles up with combat sports vet Kevin Crash Kroom. Watch it live. Download the BKFC app at bkfc.com.
Not texting me, I'm trying to get it, working to become the best of me. I'm doing my job, that includes whipping and keeping the recipes. I cannot stop, I gotta get it till legends are next to me. Till legends are next to me, ayy, please do not text to me. I'm trying to get it, working to become the best of me.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship pay-per-view event for only $4.99 per month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including unlimited access to the full library of BKFC pay-per-views, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live Bare Knuckle fights from around the globe. You can access it anywhere you want, anytime you want, instantly, on most streaming devices. It's all available right now on the new BKFC app. All here for only $4.99 a month. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app. Still only $4.99 a month.
Historic Union Station. It is located just north of Liberty Memorial, which is the only World War I museum and monument in the United States. We're in my home city, Kansas City. We are at equally historic Memorial Hall. This was the venue that made me a fight fan. Pro wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, tough man contest. Amir Tyson This is a historic venue. This is a historic night. The beginning of this partnership between Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment. Lineage of greatness, too. What has so impressed me is the matchmaking. Starts with Joe Kelly from Aries Entertainment. The Sons of Legends right now, 1 win, 2 defeats. Again, there are no squash matches set up, no obvious A-side, B-side bouts.
Jose, it was such a special performance. He was so confident leading up to it, and then he just performed, and he let it display for himself. And I'm really proud of his performance, and I see greatness in him in the future.
Still to come this evening, as you're watching with us live worldwide on Fight, our co-main and our main. With that, we send it back of the house to Jim Grieshaber.
Talking a lot about history, and rightfully so, with where we are tonight and the things that have happened not only in this building but in the surrounding area, where we're making history of our own tonight, the first event in the partnership between Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment. I have the presidents with me here, David Tatro from Triller Fight Club and Joe Kelly from Aries Entertainment. Both of them have big smiles on their faces, which is good. And David, I'll start with you. I had to call you out after that last fight and give Jose the chance to campaign for that main event. He looked great tonight, but overall, an outstanding night to get off this partnership off the ground.
Oh, it's been an amazing night. Everything that we promised with the Lineage of Greatness is coming to fruition. You take a look at all of these fights, they've been 50-50 fights. The biggest thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to put these sons of champions in there in fights that aren't competitive. If they're going to live up to what their fathers have done in the ring, they're going to have to fight for it. And Joe did an amazing job with all the matchmaking. And Jose, I mean, it's what he did. That was a hell of a performance, and we're very, very proud of him. And we'll see what happens with his next fight.
All right, Joe Kelly, this is your hometown, man. This is an event, and you've done a ton of them here, but a big one like this with Triller Fight Club, to get it off the way you have and have such competitive fights, and people say, oh, they're just feeding these guys fighters. Like we've all said, that's not the case at all here tonight.
No, it's definitely not the case. This is a reimagining. It's a new genre of boxing. We kind of harken back to the old days where, fighters fought fights. They were in competitive fights. You didn't have gimme records. You weren't built. You weren't done in a way that protected you till you got your opportunity, and then you couldn't perform. Situations like this where there's some of these fighters, wins, losses, a knockout or taking a tough defeat, they will succeed better in the future from it because they gain experience, they gain the opportunity to show. And like David said, these aren't gimme fights. So we're going to bring it, and with the best is yet to come.
Well, I know, and one more for you, Joe. We'll finish it up with David. I know the fans of Kansas City are having fun. It's a packed house out there. It sounds great. It looks great on TV, on the stream, and I know you have to be happy with everything that's going on because these are great fight fans here in Kansas City. Perfect place to kick off this partnership.
Yes, it is. I got really lucky growing up here. It's a great fight town. There's a lot of lineage and history, not just in boxing, but in professional wrestling in this building and things of that nature. It's a very combative sport-driven market. And to bring fighters like Robert Duran and Jose Luis Castillo Jr. and Gerald McClellan Jr. and then Steve Cunningham Jr. and Kenzie Morrison to come, it's an opportunity for them to see fighters that they wouldn't normally see, and they're eating it up and loving it, as I knew they would.
All right, and David Tatro, last one, and it's for you. Some big things coming up for Triller Fight Club, and I know you've been very excited to roll out this package, and you have some other things, huge Manny Pacquiao coming up overseas. Tell everybody, if you would, what else they can expect to see here with Triller Fight Club.
Well, as you mentioned, we've got the Manny Pacquiao DKU fight December 10th, which is going to be amazing. Joe and I are working on that undercard, and we're going to be announcing that undercard probably in the next week or so. It's going to be an amazing undercard. People are going to be surprised at the depth of that undercard and the competitive fighters that are on that. Then we have Steve Cunningham Jr. coming up next. I mean, that's a big part of our plans. We'll do a Future Stars event, and then going into the new year, we're going to be working off the Lineage of Greatness new genre of boxing, the Future Stars, and then it's blockbusters. It's blockbusters all through 2023.
Well, one thing we know about Triller Fight Club, they do it right, they do it big. Same thing with Aries Entertainment. Sean, Amir, it's been a great night so far in Kansas City. We still have a lot more to go. Let's send it back upstairs to you.
Co-main event time. Here's Matt Perino.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to begin our co-main of the evening. Introducing first in the blue corner, Andre Scott.
his home city, Kansas City, set to make his pro boxing debut. He's had one amateur MMA bout. It's difficult enough to make your pro combat sports debut in any combat sport. Now you're on Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment's Lineage of Greatness 2 Worldwide on Fight. No pressure.
Yeah, it's both amateur boxing is different than professional boxing. It's like the minor leagues to the majors. So we'll see what they could do in their pro debut.
And his opponent out of the red corner, Steve Cunningham.
We send it to Jim Greasehaber.
Thank you very much, Sean. I'm here with a very excited young man, and Steve Cunningham Jr. making his pro debut here tonight after more than 100 amateur fights. Hopefully he'll crush it like Amir is up there with you. But Steve, I know you're excited, man. All those amateur fights, but now it's for real. It's on a big event, and that name, Steve Cunningham, you get to bring it to the ring and carry on that lineage.
Sir, I'm excited. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm ready.
All right, well, we talked with your dad, and your dad coaches you. I couldn't even build a bird feeder with my dad growing up without us fight. I don't know how you guys, work together every day and spar and train, but it works really well for you guys. Why don't you tell everybody the best advice he gave you as you start your career, because he didn't have the luxury that you have of having a father like him when he started.
The thing about having my dad as a coach is he doesn't have to give me advice. He can show me advice. Super. He can say, hey, look at this fight where I did this, or he can show me in the ring since we spar, and that's the best advice he can give me. No, I'm good.
Okay, I was talking about your debut tonight and your opponent. I mean, looking at your opponent, we don't know a lot about him. He wasn't around much this week, but you're ready for this debut tonight. What's your game plan going in? What can the fans expect to see from you out there?
Starting off, they're going to see me moving around the ring, filling him out. Like you said, we don't know much about him, so I'm going to be examining him, analyzing him, and then we're going to see what's going on from there.
All right, Steve Cunningham Jr., the long-awaited pro debut right here on Lineage of Greatness 2 with Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment. Back to Sean and Amir upstairs.
The numbers for our co-main event of the evening. 4 rounds, 154 pounds. Andre Scott versus Steve Cunningham Jr.
Steve has youth on his side. He's 19, Andre's 33. Steve has a 1-inch height advantage. He weighs more than him, longer reach. He's the bigger and stronger guy, and he has youth on his side.
And his opponent in the red corner, Steve Cunningham Jr.
Steve Cunningham Jr. set for his pro boxing debut. Had a very good amateur boxing career. He was a quarterfinalist, USA Boxing National Championships in 2021. For his pro debut, Cunningham Jr. told us he has put a premium on building his cardio. Amir, there's real symmetry to this fight. Steve USS Cunningham, Steve Cunningham Sr. in the corner of his son, Steve Cunningham Sr., of course, 2-time IBF Cruiserweight World Champion. For Steve USS Cunningham, the last time out for him, he defeated former 2-time UFC Heavyweight World Champion Frank Mir in boxing via 6-round unanimous decision, April 2021 in Atlanta. Triller Fight Club's second ever show. That was main evented by Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. And now Triller Fight Club is back, and Steve Cunningham Jr. is the co-main. Once again, Matt Perino.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Scheduled for 4 rounds and a catch weight of 150 pounds. Introducing first, in the blue corner, making his pro debut, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing 148.4 pounds, fighting out of Kansas City, Kansas, Andre Superman Scott. And his opponent, also making his pro debut, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 152.4 pounds, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Steve Cunningham Jr.
You guys know the rules now. I expect a good, clean fight. I want you to keep your punches up and obey my commands at all times. His trunks are right on the money. Yours are a little high. I'll let you work right here and up. You understand? All right, good luck to both of you. Touch them up. Let's go.
Steve Cunningham said of his 19-year-old son, Steve Cunningham Jr., in our fighter meeting, "My son's best asset as a boxer is his creativity." He said, "We continually spar. He continually surprises me." Round number one. Red trunks for Andre Scott. Black and yellow trunks for Steve Cunningham Jr.
Leading off with 1-2s right away.
From the southpaw stance. Big.
Oh, he got him hurt.
We might be
got him hurt. He's out.
Punch.
He's out.
Down goes Andre Scott. No count. Just like that. Welcome to Triller Fight Club and professional boxing, Steve Cunningham Jr.
Big statement. That's how you make a debut right there.
One-way traffic, and now the celebration with his father, Steve USS Cunningham. A steamroller-like performance in his pro boxing debut.
Sean, he came out with that confidence and just went right to work.
Simply devastating for Steve Cunningham Jr. Andre Scott was put on his back foot from literally the opening punch of the fight thrown by Steve Cunningham Jr.
Oh my God, right away, that 1-2 punch. He had the confidence right away, put that pressure on him. He just knew his skills were way better. And he made that statement in his professional debut. Oh my gosh. Masterful performance.
And the elation and victory for Steve Cunningham Jr. Nice moment of class there. Steve Cunningham Jr. paying respect to Andre Scott's corner. And now with his father. Steve Cunningham Jr. did not throw many punches in this fight, but every punch he threw with purpose.
It definitely counted. Bad intentions.
Here is Matt Perino.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Champion has called a stop to this contest at 16 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, Steve Cunningham Jr.
That didn't take long. I barely sat down. Steve Cunningham Jr., 16 seconds into your pro career, you score your first knockout. They didn't even count. You told us in the fighter meeting that your dad's best advice, and he backed it up. Actually, it was him who said it. Put on a show. And that's what no one told him when he was coming up as a B-side fighter. He told you to put on a show. I guess you listened.
Yes, sir. Hey, I just went off my impulses, man. You already know.
Take us through that very brief debut. I know I just talked to you downstairs. You were very focused, very determined, came out with the footwork, just let him fly from the beginning.
So yeah, like I told you, my plan was I didn't know much about the dude, never heard of him, never seen him, so my plan was to use my legs, analyze him, but once I seen that he was a sitting duck, I couldn't help it. Had to do what I gotta do. Let the tugboat do what it do.
All right, well, now that you're a pro after 100 amateur fights here on Lineage of Greatness 2, worldwide audience, everybody knows the name anyway, but now everybody knows your name. How cool is it for you to start making your own mark and get out of those big footsteps of that guy standing on your right over there?
It's amazing, man. I've been waiting for this moment since I was a toddler, man. So crazy, tears came down my eyes, man. I've been waiting for this, man. Yes, sir.
Senior, I have to ask you how you're feeling, right? You have tears coming out of your eyes, too.
Oh, man, no doubt, man. He's been waiting for this for so long. We've been getting done dirty at the national tournaments and USA Boxing, and he's an emotional guy. I'm an emotional guy. We take our frustrations out in the gym, man, and that's where you see this physique. You see my physique. We work hard, and it's terrible when we get robbed or cheated, so we decided to turn him pro, and now you see one of the results. This isn't the end result. We're just starting.
All right, Steve Cunningham, Senior and Junior, anything else you want to say? It's all yours, my man. You earned it.
Hey, I want to say thank you to Doug at Title Boxing. I want to say thank you to Aries Entertainment. And I want to say thank you to Triller. It's more to come. Yes, sir.
He said put on a show, and he absolutely did tonight. Steve Cunningham Jr., a spectacular pro debut here in Kansas City. Sean, Amir, back to you.
Steve USS Cunningham is a first-class person in and out of the ring, and that class has certainly transferred to his son, 19-year-old Steve Cunningham Jr., truly Amir, in and out of the ring. Our replay will consist of this entire 16-second fight. Steve Cunningham Jr. starting fast again, throwing every punch with intent.
Look, he's coming out confident. His first punch, right hand, left hand. Ooh.
We're done on that punch. The
just
right
went
hand.
total control, and he got the victory. He came out victorious.
Great refereeing by Kevin Champion. No reason to count. When you go to referee training for any pro combat sport, you're taught, watch how a fighter falls. Kevin Champion saw how Andre Scott fell. The winner by way of first round KO, Steve Cunningham Jr. defeats Andre Scott.
Most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 32 on Saturday, November 5th. In the main event, the educated hands of Reggie Barnett Jr. knuckle up against the undefeated Gian Herrera. In the co-main event, Jared Captain Deadpool Warren looks to continue his winning ways as he throws hands with the always dangerous J Action Jackson. Watch it live. Download the BKFC app at bkfc.com. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 33, live Friday, November 18th. In the main event, it's the Mexicutioner versus the Assassin, as former BKFC World Champion Joey Beltran clashes with a warrior looking for his next knockout, the undefeated Houston Alexander. In the co-main event, the unbeaten Sean P-Town Wilson knuckles up with combat sports vet Kevin Crash Kroom. Watch it live. Download the BKFC app at bkfc.com. Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship pay-per-view event for only $4.99 per month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including unlimited access to the full library of BKFC pay-per-views, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live Bare Knuckle fights from around the globe. You can access it anywhere you want, anytime you want, instantly on most streaming devices. It's all available right now on the new BKFC app, all here for only $4.99 a month. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, still only $4.99 a month.
Set now for our main event of the evening. Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment presents Lineage of Greatness 2. We're here in Kansas City at Memorial Hall, truly one of the greatest fight venues in the United States. Kenzie Morrison through 22 pro bouts, undefeated. His father, the late Tommy the Duke Morrison, of course, defeated George Foreman to capture the WBO heavyweight world title. Kenzie Morrison believes that he can be a major organization world heavyweight champion, and this is the next step.
Kenzie Morrison, he's tough. He has a good chin, he has great punching power, he's relentless, he keeps on going forward. He has a great future in boxing, and he has that dog in him, as you would say.
The last time out for Kenzie Morrison, April of this year in Las Vegas, for the vacant WBC US heavyweight title. Morrison defeating Hasim Rahman Jr. by way of 5th round TKO.
That was a great shot to put him down. Look how he finishes his opponent.
Rob Sims comes into this bout, Amir, in outstanding form. He's undefeated in his last 4 bouts, 11 wins overall in his pro career. But make no mistake, he understands the opportunity. He knows this is the biggest fight of his life.
He has good footwork for his size, good boxing skills, counter punches. But I think Morrison's going to have too much power for him tonight, and he's going to knock him out.
To get our main event started, we send it back to Matt Perino.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final bout of the evening. But first, we want to sing the national anthem, and we have a special singer for it right now.
Natalia Castaneda. Natalia. Natalia Castaneda.
Our singer for this evening, Natalia Castaneda.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it, our final bout of the evening. Make some noise first in the blue corner, Robert Sims.
Rob Sims from Saginaw, Michigan. 11-3-1 as he enters our main event tonight. The fight
Noise for the champion, Kenzie Morrison.
Best win of Kenzie's career by a mile. Morrison improves to 20-0 with 18 KOs.
in his first fight as champion. The reigning WBC United States heavyweight titleist Kenzie Morrison enters with 20 victories, no defeats, 2 draws in his pro boxing career. 18 of those 20 wins by way of knockout. Morrison has won his last 7 fights by KO, including the aforementioned bout in April of this year, Morrison's most recent bout when he defeated Hasim Rahman by way of 5th round stoppage to claim this then vacant title. The numbers now for our main event: 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. Rob Sims versus Kenzie Morrison.
Kenzie has his youth on his side. He's 32, Sims is 38. He's also 6'3", Sims is 5'11". Sims is way more than him, but his reach is way longer, Kenzie's reach.
To get our main event started, we go back into the ring with Matt Marino.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sectioned by the Kansas Department of Commerce with Interim Executive Director Alejandra Prieto, this heavyweight title defense of the United States National Boxing Council is in association with the World Boxing Council and President Mauricio Solomon. The supervisor this evening is Deborah Hawkins. Our three judges at ringside are David Sutherland, Tom Milley, and Henry Ellick. And the referee in charge is Jacob Vieira.
Kenzie Morrison's father had 48 wins in his pro boxing career, 42 of those by knockout. Tommy the Duke Morrison defeated George Foreman by 12-round unanimous decision. June of 1993 to win the then vacant WBO heavyweight world title.
Introducing first in the blue corner, holding a professional record, 11 wins, 3 by way of knockout, with 3 losses and 1 draw. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 257.4 pounds, fighting out of Síguenos, Michigan, Robert Sizzle Sims. And now introducing the champion, holding a professional record, 20 wins, 18 by way of knockout, with 2 draws, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing 228.6 pounds, fighting out of Jay, Oklahoma, presenting the reigning WBC USNBC champion, Kenzie Morrison!
Morrison told us his dad instilled in him that speed generates power. The bell, round number 1, no touch of gloves. White trunks for Rob Sims, red trunks for the champion, Kenzie Morrison.
Right away, he's pressuring him, Sean, putting that jab in his face.
Long jab from Sims, there's the right hand. Morrison told us he wants to be sound defensively. He does not want to get sucked into a brawl by Rob Sims. Stiff jab from Sims.
Sims has good boxing skills. Kenzie has to evade that some way and just get to his body.
Check left hook lands from Rob Sims. Sims throwing early with power. Overhand right. Swing and a miss. That's a clear slip. Morrison took himself off balance. Ruled as such by referee Jacob Villa. Right back to it. See the head movement from Morrison. Left hook on the shoulder. Straight right hand from Sims. Morrison off the jab. Can't land the 2. Sims keeping his hands very low and lands that check left hook.
Sims is landing those punches. He has great boxing skills.
Right hand, Sims most definitely landing here in round number 1. 150 remaining in the opening round. Big swings, big misses from Morrison.
Kenzie keeps on putting that pressure, though. Even though he's not landing, he's still relentless.
Sims on his back foot. Morrison pulls back the right hand, duck under on the left hand. Sims proving to be a very elusive target here in the opening round with 80 seconds remaining in round 1.
Very elusive, Sean.
Big right hand. Sims circling out again. Staying on his back foot. Snap jab, double jab from Sims. Jab again. Sims most definitely landing him here in round 1.
Very accurate. Most of his jabs, he's evading punches. So far, he's winning the round.
Another swing and a miss, overhand right, counter left hand by Sims.
Sims has good counters.
Go back to what Sims said in our fighter meeting. I have speed, I'm going to frustrate Morrison with that speed, with my pace, with my movement. 30 seconds remaining, round number 1. Obviously early stages, but a strong start for Robert Sims. More swings, more misses from Kenzie Morrison.
Sims is a quick thinker in there. He reacts quick. Ooh, good body shot by Kenzie.
Big step in, right hand by Sims. Right hand, huge left hook.
Good left hook by Kenzie.
Jab right back from Sims. Both fighters swinging very big here in the opening round. Left hand, double left hook. Next stop, round 2. Kenzie Morrison's father, the late Tommy the Duke Morrison, fought 3 times here at Memorial Hall in Kansas City. His first time here, April 1989 versus Lorenzo Boyd. Tommy the Duke Morrison victorious by way of second round TKO. I actually refereed Lorenzo Boyd. I'm not surprised when he dipped the shoulder. Rough, rugged round number 1, and then Tommy Morrison settling in, finding his range, finding the power.
Ferocious.
Referee Danny Campbell stepping in, starting the count. Lorenzo Boyd up, and then Tommy the Duke Morrison stepping in for the finish. Huge hooks, the uppercut.
Great uppercut.
And that's the fight. Round number 2.
He comes out fast.
Jab to the body. So real-time scoring from the Kansas Athletic Commission. 2 judges seeing round number 1 for Sims. The dissenting judge giving it to Kenzie Morrison.
Kenzie has to focus on bringing that pressure and get him on the ropes.
Right hand, there's the left hook. Left to the body. Morrison settling in with his jab here in round number 2. Lots of swings, lots of misses. Morrison in round number 1.
Great body punch by Kenzie.
Morrison starting to find his range. Early stages, round 2. High, tight striking guard for Sims. Big jab on the counter from Sims, then the right hand. Threw it naked without the jab setup. Hook to the body, Sims pulled that back mid-flight. 1:55 remaining, round 2. Morrison again, swinging and missing with the hook. Overhand right, partially blocked. Stiff left jab. And counter right hand by Morrison.
Good jab by Morrison. Good jab by Sims.
2-1-2 combination from Sims. There's the left hand that turns Morrison. Morrison looking for the downward jab to the body. Big right hand on the counter.
He's tough, Sean. He's going to fight through it all.
Sims is definitely landing big here, early stages of this fight. There's the left uppercut that lands. Morrison walking through some big punches, misses with that right hand. Back to the jab for Kenzie Morrison.
Everything off the jab, that's going to give him more success in the fight.
Check left hook again for Sims. That punch has been there. 55 seconds remaining, round 2. Right hand. Morrison on the jab, overhand right.
Sims is a good counter puncher, Sean.
Left hook to the body. Sims shakes his head no. Bigger swings from Morrison. More nodding in the negative from Sims, and a jab on the return for Sims that lands flush.
Can't get reckless in there.
Big exhale from Kenzie Morrison, takes that jab again. See the double jabs going into the gloves, right hand on the shoulder. Sims keeps negating these power punches of Morrison, landing on the counter, shaking his head no after showing the defense.
Good shot by Sims.
Right hand by Rob Sims, overhand right, not there from Kenzie Morrison. That is the end of round 2.
Yeah, I would give both those rounds to Sims. Oh my gosh. Sims is landing those punches. Morrison's coming back. He shakes his head like it's nothing. Ooh.
Across the board through round number 2. So round 1, 2 of the 3 judges giving it to Sims. Reverse that in round 2.
Close fight so far, Sean.
This was originally scheduled for 8. The WBC decided to change, originally scheduled for 10. The WBC decided to change it to 8 without...
Ooh, good shot by Sims.
Still remains a title fight. Perhaps 8 will produce a better fight than we would have seen as 10, because you're certainly seeing the urgency in this title fight at 8 rounds.
They both want it, Sean, but who wants it more? They have to figure it out.
It's been outstanding thus far. 2:15 remaining round 3. Both fighters swinging big. There's a big jab from Sims. Sims on the jab again.
Morrison just has to keep on pushing. Fight through the punches, he's tough.
Naked right hand by Sims. The right uppercut from Morrison. Sims again on the jab. 1-2. You're seeing that very good defense of Sims. He's negating a lot of those power punches from Morrison.
He really is, Sean.
Morrison getting through with that jab.
His size deceives you. He's very quick for his size. He's counter punching.
On cue, the head movement. Big exhale from Morrison. Go back to the key word of our fighter meeting with Rob Sims, frustrate. He talked about how he would frustrate Kenzie Morrison. Kenzie Morrison doesn't look frustrated, but he's certainly not having his way with Rob Sims, who is proving elusive, proving sharp on the jab, sharp on the check left hooks.
Ooh.
And that's a big left hand by Morrison. Morrison, though, continuing to have his moments.
Oh.
Counter left hand by Sims as Morrison through. Triple jab by Rob Sims. Morrison resetting, coming forward.
Sims has to go off that jab, more combinations. Ooh.
Right to the body. Left hook to the body.
Both these fighters have to stay off the ropes. Get in the middle of the ring. Ooh, good exchange.
On the turn. Now with his back against the ropes, Morrison. Final seconds, round number 3. Ooh! Now the left hook. From Kenzie Morrison.
Good exchange.
He's opening up final seconds of round number 3. Huge right hand just before the bell lands for Rob Sims.
That hurt him. That hurt him, Sean, that last punch.
We move to round 4.
Look at Sims, he's off the jab. Good counter punching, head movement. They're brawling in there. That last punch hurt him, Sean. Great exchange. It's all about who wants it more, Sean, at this point.
All 3 judges giving round 3 to Kenzie Morrison. Again, originally scheduled for 10. This WBC United States heavyweight title fight, WBC changing it to 8.
Ooh.
The question is, will we go 8? Both fighters continuing to swing big. Both fighters have tremendous power.
Throwing punches like this, Sean, it's going to be a knockout.
Morrison, this is with the jab. Jab right back from Sims. Again, you see the elusiveness of Rob Sims. Sims, this is outstanding, superior, in fact, head movement for a heavyweight.
Amazing.
Morrison continuing to come forward.
That dazed Morrison a little bit.
Again, there are levels. As you build towards a world title fight and top 10 ranking, Rob Sims represents the next level in the professional boxing career of Kenzie Morrison. This is his 23rd pro fight. Duck under from Sims. 155 remaining, round 4.
Sean, Sims has good foot movement for his size, good footwork.
Double jab from Sims. Jab off the mark from Kenzie Morrison. Jab to the body, overhand right. Stiff jab again.
Both fighters should do everything off that jab. Jab and combinations from there, from the body or the head.
Sims keeping his hands extremely low, and that's by design. He feels he's quicker than Morrison, trying to bait in Kenzie Morrison. Now 1:15 remaining, round 4. There's the jab from Morrison.
Yeah, he's evasive with his head movement, Sean.
Overhand right, check left hook, lands from Morrison. Jab right back from Sims. When Morrison has landed, Amir, Sims has generally answered.
Yeah, for sure. Counter punches, everything. But Morrison's bringing it, though. He's very tough. He's not going to get knocked out or hurt easily at all.
Double
He's
jab
bring
from
it.
Sims, rear right uppercut. Huge shot there. Big exhale from Kenzie Morrison as he takes the backward step. Morrison hook to the body, overhand right. That was clever. Almost a backhand punch from Sims. No warning from referee Jacob Villa.
Both these fighters should avoid the ropes, stay in the middle of the ring, and then trade shots from there and counter from there.
Jab again for Sims, right hand. You heard the 10-second clack. Final seconds, round number 4. Approaching the halfway line of our main event. Step in right hand, counter left hand. Again, Sims answers the Morrison power. We move to round 5.
I think Sims won that round, Sean.
Here we are soon to find out. Amir, you are on point. To Sims, 38-38, 2 rounds apiece.
These guys have to give it all they got. See Morrison putting that pressure on him, but Sims has the uppercut. He has that movement. If he keeps on doing that, it's going to lead to victory. Ooh, good uppercut.
A look of intensity on the face of Kenzie Morrison. That looks a lot like BKFC that I commentate. Both fighters looked like they were towing the line up to scratch. The fighters trying to seize center of the ring immediately. Seized right now by Kenzie Morrison.
Ooh, he's getting more aggressive in this round. I like to see that.
Sims on the jab to the body, right hand not there. Morrison eluding that jab.
Ooh, good head movement by Sims, man.
Morrison again, you see the big visible exhale as he takes that jab. Jab right back for Kenzie Morrison. Right hand, Sims threw it naked. He has the quickness to land those naked right hands as a heavyweight.
Yeah, Sims is a quick thinker in there. He thinks about everything he does. Ooh, Morrison with the shots.
Partially blocked. Again, Sims keeps his hands extremely low.
Ooh, good body punch by Morrison.
And then he brings that high, tight striking guard.
Ooh.
That opens up the body, which Morrison is finding. Sims acknowledged that body shot. Rear right uppercut from Rob Sims.
He needs to focus on the body.
Bouncing the step of Morrison. Sims now coming forward. Right hand, overhand left for Morrison.
Good combinations. They're both not going to back down from each other. They're going to bring it.
1:30 remaining, round 5 of our title fight main event. Hook jab for Rob Sims.
Two 5 is tied at this moment. They have to bring it. Who wants it more? That's going to decide the victor.
To the clinch. Sims just missing with the left hand. Now 60 seconds remaining, round 5.
Good jab by Sims.
Right hand again there for Rob Sims. That backs off Morrison. The jab again to the body.
Good body punch by Sims. Ooh, good body punch by Morrison and a shot to the head.
Sims's body is definitely open. Morrison starting to land those hooks to the body. Counter right hand. Then the jab.
Ooh, good shot by Morrison. Sims ate that though.
Right hand again and a second naked right hand by Sims. And the left hook. Leaping left hook for Rob Sims.
Both have to stay off the ropes.
Morrison on his back foot. Final seconds, round 5. Up jab from Sims lands clean. Flick jab from Sims.
Good punch by Sims.
That is the end of the 5th round.
Morrison seems tired, Sean. Ooh, you see those body punches by Morrison. Ooh, left hook to the head. Ooh, good right hand by Morrison.
Again, if you've just joined us for our main event, Kansas uses real-time scoring, also known as live scoring or open scoring. What that means in detail is that the fighters, their corners, and of course all of us know the actual 3 judges' official scorecards round by round. The fighters know that, we know that. 48-47 right now.
At this point, Morrison knows that Sims is winning, so he has to do something.
3 rounds to 2 as we enter round number 6.
Ooh, good punch by Morrison.
In favor of the title challenger, Rob Sims. There's the right hand. Increased head movement from Kenzie Morrison here to start the 6th round.
Good jab by Morrison.
Look away jab for Sims.
Sims is elusive in there, man. He's hard to hit.
Can you see Sims defensively? His hands are either very high, and Morrison again to the body.
That body punch hurt me from here.
To the body. Morrison complaining of a low blow. Jacob Biat telling Sims, just keep your punches up, what's known as a soft warning in referee speak. Look from Morrison, could fully land. Right cross gets through from Robert Sims.
Both fighters should throw more punches with more accumulation, because then it'll be more effective and more painful, which will lead to a knockout or be a daze, which really hurt.
Ooh, overhand right, but that was on the shoulder. Morrison couldn't get that right hand through. Feint from Morrison, left hand, right hand misses from Sims. The jab from Kenzie Morrison.
Good jab by Sims.
Left uppercut just missing. There's the right hand again. Sims putting himself in a very open-chested stance now. The jab. Jab again. 80 seconds remaining, round 6.
Missed that right hand.
Stalking pressure from Kenzie Morrison.
Kenzie has to keep on doing that, Sean.
Sims now on his back foot. Feinted with the step in right. Duck under from Morrison. Walked into that right hand. Morrison on the right hook. Clever on the exit.
Morrison's pressure has to keep on being persistent.
Left hook from Morrison, that landed clean. Counter left hand from Rob Sims.
Great counter punch by Sims.
Again, a theme of this fight, every time Morrison lands, Sims answers. And answers cleanly. Overhand left from Sims.
He's dictating the fight right now, Sean.
Sims staying elusive. Sims nearly the backhand. No warning from referee Jacob Villa.
Ooh.
Closing seconds, round number 6. Through 6 rounds, and we head to the business end of our main event.
Sims outboxed him in that round, Sean. I gave him that round. Ooh, good shots, good body shots by Kenzie. Ooh, good counter punching by Sims throughout the whole fight, man. Morrison has a cut on his nose.
From the 3 judges assigned by the Kansas Athletic Commission, 1 from the state of Nebraska, 2 from the state of Oklahoma.
They're both fatigued, Sean. You can tell in the corner.
Amir, that's 4 rounds to 2 in favor of Rob Sims, 58-56. Of course, a knockdown, not a knockout, but a knockdown really changes everything.
Good jab to the body and jab to the head by Morrison.
Essentially blows up the scorecards. Both fighters have walked through massive shots. Both fighters have landed massive shots. No knockdowns in this fight, at least not yet. Double jab from Rob Sims.
Morrison has to keep on bringing that pressure. He knows he's behind.
3 punches. Robert Sims shakes his head no. None of the 3 punches from Kenzie Morrison landed cleanly. You hear a lot of misnomers about what judges are looking for in professional boxing.
Good jab by Sims.
Amir, it's clean, legal punches to legal targets.
Yeah.
Punches on the shoulder into the gloves are not being scored, assessed by judges.
Yes, sir, yeah. Sims is just counter punching, outboxing, but Kenzie has to keep on bringing that pressure.
See the level change by Rob Sims, now the level change by Kenzie Morrison. Morrison pulling back to check left hook.
Good jab by Sims.
Sims bringing up that high striking guard, literally baiting, willing Morrison to throw to his body so he can quickly counter.
Ooh, good jab by Sims.
1:35 remaining round 7. Swing and a miss on the left hook from Kenzie Morrison. Jab from Sims.
Good jab. Both of these fighters have to focus on jabbing and making sure everything comes off that.
Exhale now from Rob Sims as he takes a backward step. Up and down, the level changes from Kenzie Morrison. Off the jab, resetting center of the ring.
Sims' pace is slowing down a little bit, Sean.
Walks into
Good
that
counter
left
by
hand.
Sims, man.
Morrison missed with the right. Morrison had a look on his face, not that he was hurt, but that he was furious that he got caught with that counter. Caught again with the counter on the right hand is Morrison by Rob Sims.
He's just shocked he's so elusive. He wasn't expecting this. But Sims does look like he's getting tired, Sean.
Sims off the right hand, left hook.
The left hook by Sims.
Sims didn't fully turn it over, but it landed. Sims lands that lead left uppercut on the separation.
Ooh, good counter by Morrison.
Morrison landed flush on the left, double jab. Ooh. 4 jabs.
Good right hand by Morrison.
Trying to open up, final seconds.
Ooh, good shot by Sims.
The bell, we move to the 8th and final round.
Sean, it looks like Morrison has to knock him out in this round. If he doesn't, The win goes to Sims. Ooh, great drive, great right hand. But Sims counters. But Morrison keeps on bringing that pressure. That's exactly what he has to do. He has to go for the knockout this round. He has to.
All three judges giving round 7 to Rob Sims, 68-65. So if not a knockout, Kenzie Morrison needs multiple knockdowns here in the 8th and final round.
He has to bring it.
Morrison knows it, his corner knows it, the same situation for Sims in his corner.
Let's see what he has in the tank.
Slight delay. Ice bag in the ring. The ring is cleared. Referee Jacob Villa, who's done an outstanding job all night, as is his counterpart Kevin Champion, starts the 8th and final round.
Everything Morrison has left, he has to bring it this round.
Final round of our main event. Final round of the night.
Good jab by Sims.
Lineage of Greatness 2, presented by Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment. Kenzie Morrison, his first fight, is the WBC United States Heavyweight Champion. He needs a knockout or multiple knockdowns in this round to retain the title. There's the right hand, left
Great
hand.
counter by Sims, man.
Sims on the left hook. Sims with the speed at heavyweight to throw and land a 2-1.
Yeah, it's crazy. You wouldn't think it by looking at him, but he's so skilled as a boxer and as a counterpuncher.
Left hand from Rob Sims.
Ooh. Hook by Morrison. Ooh.
Sims on the left uppercut. Morrison trying to get the left hook going.
All Sims has to do is stay on his feet, and Morrison, he has to go for the knockout, Sean.
145 remaining, 8th and final round. There's a clean right hand, lands from Morrison.
Great punch by Morrison. Good body punch by Morrison. He has to bring it, keep on being persistent with the pressure. Relentless with it.
125 remaining in our main event. And now is the time for Kenzie Morrison to open up and take real chances. He knows that he is down 68-65 in this final round of the fight. Right hand by Rob Sims.
Fatigue is temporary. He has to bring it. This last minute, he has to bring everything he has to win the fight.
A 10-9 win in this round does nothing for Kenzie Morrison. It's still a unanimous decision loss. Jab for Rob Sims.
Both seem visibly tired, Sean.
How could they not be with this pace at heavyweight?
Ooh.
Good left hand. The head movement from Sims, the right hand.
Ooh, good
Stiff jab from Kenzie Morrison. 30 seconds remaining in this fight.
He has 30 seconds, 20 seconds. He has 20 seconds. He has to bring it.
4 jabs, then the right hand. Sims has shown elusiveness. He's shown power. He's shown great defense, and he's shown real creativity.
Great
on the left hand.
Great performance by Sims. Ooh, Morrison throwing all his punches. Everything
right
he has.
Morrison, right hand by
Everything
Sims.
he has.
Left jab. That is the end of the fight.
Sim gets the W.
That was quality from Rob Sims against the previously undefeated Kenzie Morrison. Morrison felt that he was on the fringe of the top 10 in the world, but Rob Sims proving to be elusive, and indeed the word he used, frustrate. He frustrated Kenzie Morrison with his pace, with his level changes, with his angles, with his creativity, and at times with his pure power.
Yeah, Sims had a great performance tonight. He did what he had to do to win, and then he has his hand in victory tonight.
A single fight does not define anybody in boxing nor in any combat sport. Kenzie Morrison is still an outstanding heavyweight. He can still be top 10. He can most definitely still fight for and indeed win a world title as his dad, Tommy the Duke Morrison, did. But this was Rob Sims' fight throughout. Sims, quite frankly, was masterful in this bout.
Masterful, counter-punching everything. He did what he had to do tonight to win the fight. A very, very impressive performance, and he earned the W tonight, Sean.
Tommy Morrison, again, tremendous power. 18 knockouts in his 20 pro wins, including knockouts in his last 7 fights. He just simply could not get his power punches going. So many of those power shots either on the shoulder of Sims, in the gloves of Sims, or just simply slipped by Sims.
Yeah, he proved it tonight. He said he was going to do everything he did, and it all came to fruition tonight.
We send it into the ring to Matt Perino.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge David Sutherland scores the contest, 74-78. Judge Tom Milley scores the contest, 74-78. And Henry Lick scores the contest, 74-78. All for the winner by unanimous decision. And new WBC USNBC champion of the world, Robert Sizzle Sims.
Fair and square.
Extremely well earned by the new WBC United States heavyweight titleist Rob Sims. The fight of his life, the performance of his life, the new champion is with Jim Grieshaber.
All right, I am here, ladies and gentlemen, with your winner and the new WBC USNBC heavyweight champion, Robert Sims. There was a lot of sizzle to that performance, Robert. You told us in the fighter meetings you didn't think his jab could hurt you, and you were going to do everything you could to take away his right hand. You did it with counters consistently throughout this fight. Take us through what happened to put that belt, well, right now on your shoulder, but around your waist.
And I wasn't even in the best shape of my career, you know what I'm saying? I came back off a few injuries, and I knew this was going to be a rough fight because I didn't have everything. But I knew that I could beat him by turning him, countering him, and then hitting him with the jab because he's open from the jab from the basement. So I knew I can get off a double jab. I was a little winded and nervous. Like I said, I only had a 3-week camp for this fight. But I knew I can beat him. So I said, let's go get it. My team put the game plan down, and we did what it was, baby.
And he fought like a champion. He kept coming all the way until the end, that final bell, so you were able to withstand everything he threw at you all night. How were you able to do that, to take everything he had and then just keep consistently giving it back?
Well, I got to give that to my sparring partners, Jermaine Franklin and Busy. They pushed me in camp. They took me 10 to 12 rounds every day. We didn't need no whole camp of other fighters. We had the fighters in the camp that we needed. So, you know, just from taking their shots when I was tired, letting them beat on me, I knew that I could take his shots.
Adversity can create champions. You're living proof now, my man. I mean, you were top 10 in the world. COVID hits, you had the knee, you had obviously the broken leg. It's been a tough road for you. How are you feeling emotionally right now to end up here? Not that you're done, but to know that you went through all that and here's this belt here right now.
This ain't nothing but God. You know what I'm saying? I put my faith in him.
Yes, sir.
And I know that you can't ask him for nothing without working. So I asked him for what I wanted. He put me to the test, and I came in and did what I had to do. And now look at me, baby. I'm taking this back home. You know, Saginaw had a lot of great fighters. This is actually our first title of any time in a professional. I was the first one to do it. I am so happy for that, but I know we got my bro Jermaine coming up with Dillian White. He gonna kill him. We got my other bro, Matt and James. You know what I'm saying? That's the new wave. I just got it first.
All right, last one for Robert Sims. Triller Fight Club, Aries Entertainment, on fight worldwide against Kenzie Morrison in a building where his dad fought 3 times. How do you feel accomplishing this on this stage, this platform, with the whole world watching?
My whole life, I like going in the backyards, you know, as a high school athlete, everything. I love doing everything on the road. I've been a road warrior my whole career. It feels so good to go into places and take people fans. make them quiet, and then at the end, I'm taking pictures and shaking hands.
All right, we're going to let him rest a little bit. Robert Sims, anything else to say?
Yes, first of all, I want to thank my mother for always being there. My wife right here, Terrica, for always letting me, do my thing, not giving me a hassle, you know what I'm saying? Her and my mom taking care of the kids, letting me go train, man. I get them the world, you know what I'm saying, from this point on. And like I said, I want to thank Hazelwood, my block, my coaches. Oh my God, I done put on a pair of gloves till I was 24, and look at me now. I want to thank my team, my brothers, Kenny, DeMarcus, Terrell, Will, Drizzy, John, man, the list goes on. If I didn't name you, I'm sorry, Pierre. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all for taking me from the block to this level, man. My brother Kiki, everybody, man, this is for us. Somebody throw me a party and mama make me that cake.
Right. No! Congratulations, it's gonna be a big party tonight with Robert Sims, a lot of sizzle and a huge win. The new champion, that belt around his shoulder. What a night here tonight in Kansas City. We're gonna wrap it up in the ring here, send it back to Sean and Amir to close out the show. Robert Sims, all sizzle tonight, the new champion.
78-74 across the board. That's 6 rounds to 2 on all 3 judges' scorecards. Again, that was outstanding from Rob Sims.
Great evening of fights, Sean.
As he becomes the new WBC United States heavyweight champion. Amir Tyson, outstanding in your commentary debut. We will do it again, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Lineage of Greatness 2. And again, credit to the matchmaking of Joe Kelly, the philosophy of David Tatro, Ryan Kavanaugh from Triller Fight Club, Michael Abul. No squashes of the 5 Sons of Legends. Just 2 of those Sons of Legends claiming victory in our main event. The son of Tommy Morrison, losing for the first time in his professional boxing career, defeated by Rob Sims. And it was really about the elusiveness, the angles, the creativity, the defense of Sims.
The counter-punching, Morrison couldn't get past that. Counter-punching, footwork, evasive. It was just too much for Morrison tonight, but Morrison kept on doing his thing until, he just didn't come up with a victory. Ooh, good uppercut.
Round 5 was where Rob Sims really took over. It was 2 rounds apiece on all 3 judges' scorecards going into the 5th round. And then Sims won on all 3 judges' scorecards, rounds 5, 6, 7, and 8.
He did what a true champion does. He persevered and he came up top with the victory.
Sims again,
good punch by Sims.
Always answering, always returning. And to the 8th and final round.
Like you said before, Sean, he's just so elusive and just like you wouldn't believe it just by looking at him, but he proved it tonight, just doing his thing tonight.
5 fights in our main card. Lineage of Greatness 2. Victories for Yavante Christopher, Jake Robinson, Jose Luis Castillo Jr. In his pro boxing debut, Steve Cunningham Jr. And as you just saw in our main event, Rob Sims. Lineage of Greatness 2, live tonight worldwide on Fight, presented by Triller Fight Club and Aries Entertainment from Memorial Hall in Kansas City. For Ryan Kavanaugh, David Tatro, Joe Kelly, Michael Abul, Amir Tyson, Jim Breesauber, Matt Perino, and our entire crew, I'm Sean Wheelock. Thanks for watching Lineage of Greatness 2, live tonight worldwide on Fight.